And I think so. We are live. Yes. So hey everyone. Good morning. I'm not sure if it is morning in India or whichever location you're watching this stream. It's 11 in the morning here in Sofia. And yep, welcome everyone. I can see there are few people. If you can hear my audio, if my audio is good, then please confirm me in the chat. If the audio is good, that would be a great help. If you can confirm, or else I can check in my iPad. Wait. Okay, the audio seems to be good. So now we can start again. So if you are new here, so you must not be aware that yesterday we started to build a PDF library, and this is just the demo project where we are trying to use the library what we have built yesterday. And yesterday we have completed till rendering the PDF and also adding a theme toggle to basically switch the PDF viewer to light and dark mode. Just in case if you're not aware about the package, so you can go on npmjs.com, search for @let's program, come on, slash, it will show you this ngpdf viewer. And yeah, oh, pretty good downloads as well. So right, so this is what we have built yesterday. So we have published the version 0.03. We saw this in the live stream that how we can build Angular library and we can publish them on npm. And yesterday we have just completed like 30-40%. Again, just to give you a quick overview, that we are using this EmbedPDF engine to basically power it for the Angular ecosystem, because if you go on the website they don't support Angular yet. So we are using the vanilla JS framework and making it possible to use directly in the Angular by just using a selector. Okay, now if you want to know more, you can watch my previous live stream. You get more idea about what we have did. Just in case if you want to take a look, you can go on my GitHub profile, and yeah, this is what it is. So you can get this link. Let me put this in the chat. Right, so you can go on this GitHub repository, you can fork this, you can clone this, whatever you want, and you can see what we have did yesterday. Now let's continue further, and let's first try to understand the area what we are going to work today. So today we are going to use, or not use, today we are going to build the theme customizing the theme, like how we can customize the theme. So currently, yesterday we just did how can we do dark and light mode, and today I'm going to show you about how we can override the colors. And this is going to be very in detailed one, like okay, what all possibilities does EmbedPDF provides, and we are going to use all the possibilities here today. And if you take a look right here, we have this theme. So in this init, when you initialize this theme, this EmbedPDF, so you get this option of theme where you have two options here. So first is the preference, like what preference you have for your theme, like light, dark, or system. And then you can override it, like hey, how do you want to make theme look like in the light mode and how it should be in the dark mode. Okay, so we somehow need to have all these possibilities in our Angular library as well. So if I go down here, you can see they have some good examples what this is about. Can you see now? If you see, all these themes are getting changed, like the cursor, the options, and everything. So you can basically create this based on your company brand, right? So that it is, you are not just limited to dark and light mode, but you also get more and more feature where you can customize a lot of area in this PDF. So first thing first, you need to go and understand about okay, how this has to be done. So you need to understand the theme structure, and what I see here already, that hey, they have this accent for the branding, they have background, they have foreground, they have interactive, like for hover, active, and all those states, border, they have semantic states. For example, if anything goes wrong, error or success, how do you want to show them, you can use it. So first thing, I know that, hey, and now I'm aware about all the theme structure. Second thing we are going to work today is about customizing the UI, or maybe using some plugins as well. Like for example, here we have an option, customize the UI, right? And here, what do I mean by that? For example, you want to enable some feature, like when I go here and when I see all these options, so maybe your company manager, like your manager, can come and tell you, hey, you know what, I don't like this option, I don't want this my user to have this option. Or he might say, hey, I don't want my user to do some annotate, like do some changes or highlight and whatnot. I don't want that feature. I just want them to render a PDF and that's all, right? So there could be some requirement, but what you see right now, we get everything. But now we want to basically control this. So that controlling is possible by this, by customizing the UI. So here you can see you can disable few feature. So, and they have a very good example as well. Like for example, you don't want this annotate, so you can go and just disable it. You don't want to have a zoom option, so you can disable it. You don't want to show them a print option. You don't want them to do the export option, which is somewhere from here, so you can also go and disable. So if you remove it, you can see the export option is just gone. For example, you don't want to have a sidebar, so you can just get rid of them, right? So this is what we are going to basically take a look, how we can add these options to our Angular library as well, right? And good thing here, they have everything in detail, like okay, what are the available categories and how you can hide them, right? Now they show a very quick example as well, how you can replace a toolbar button and all that. So for example, you are not happy with the toolbar button as well, hey, I want to change this button and all that, so that is also possible. See, you can basically use this registry, what this registry basically gives you all the possibility of changing things on demand, right? And yeah, so again, as I told you yesterday, you guys need to go and read the documentation. You need to understand everything, and then only things will make sense, to be honest. Okay, here you can see they have changed this to smiley. See, and if you click, something happens, hello and all that. This is good. And yeah, I think that's pretty much good information to basically start getting a start. So here, let's also just take a look at the plugins, what we have. So we have this document manager. Okay, we have some more options here, programmatic loading and whatnot. Okay, this looks good, this looks good. So what we, okay, so long story short, let's try to have all these options for our PDF viewer as well, right? So this is what the agenda for today. Today we will add two things. We will customize the theme, and we will add some more configuration which can be used, which can be controlled by the user on our Angular application. So let's go to our code. And this is what we have here at the moment. And just let me know if this screen, this much zoom is perfect and you can read the code. Please confirm if anyone is watching the stream. Just let me know yes, no, so that I can zoom in, zoom out accordingly. So now till here, okay, so we have all this. So now we need to do some, hey, this, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this. So here we can do something like this. So we have this, here we say if there is no container, so we can say container element was not found. We can give some error here. We can say that ng pdf viewer. Okay, so you can say ng pdf viewer, just so that logging can become easy. You can just filter this out, so you can add something like this. Okay, so we have console.error, and yeah, we can just return like if there is no container found, so that we don't have to add that this. All right, so and then we had this default, and then we were able to, okay, this line was not needed, so we can remove it. Okay, so now first thing first, all these changes has to be done inside the PDF config, right? Because that's where your most of the things basically sits. So as you need to add all these options, so we need to make sure that we are adding them like as a config file or as in types. So the interface should be there, like how the structure will look like in your Angular. So let me go and make that possible again. Okay, let's open up this, and here we already have this name, export type PDF viewer theme. So let me change it to ngPDF theme preference. This is much better. ngPDF theme config. Okay, looks good. ngPDF theme preference, ngPDF theme. Okay, names are good. And now here, if you remember, here we need to have this light and dark option as per the documentation what we have saw. So we need to make this light and dark option right now. But if you remember, we also had something called as the theme colors. So we have to create that export interface ngPDF viewer. Okay, I don't need your name, I just need this ngPDF theme colors. Okay, ngPDF should be like this, ngPDF theme colors. And if you remember, in the theme colors we had a bunch of options. For example, we had accent, and inside accent we had a primary, okay, of type string. Then we had about primary hover and all of that. Let me go back. Yeah, primary hover, something like this we had. So we can get this option and we can put it over here. There is an issue with, okay, my command is not working. That I need to go with this way, sorry. There is some issue with my keyboard keys which I need to fix. Okay, so this is what it is. So here you can have this. So you can change this to ngPDF theme color, because this will be same for light and dark. Only thing will change the options here. Okay, you can make this optional if you want. So yeah, because all these types what you are creating should be an optional one. So you can just go and make this as partial, so that you don't have to go and manually tell them like this. So because I wanted everything to be optional like this, so to make this as optional like this, so you can just directly go and make them as partial and all of them become optional. Okay, this also I need it like this. So one thing is done. So you have your accent, and now you need to go and add the background. So we can add the background. Okay, again the same issue, and I can paste here. So background also has to become partial. Okay, and what else we have the foreground, and this is just you are trying to be a good developer by adding all the types. Okay, so that you know, okay, what all options your theme basically has, right? And this is important. Foreground done. Then we have interactive. Okay, there is a lot of options, which is good. So they give you all sort of options which is required. Copy this and paste. I think I should have already prepared this somehow from the code, so that I am not wasting time to do this in the live stream. Next time I'll do that. I have other things prepared, but this one I was not prepared that. So we make this as a partial type again and save. What? Okay, I broke something. Wait. This has to be partial. And the last but not the least, we have the state as well. Now it really depends, like what option you are about to change and what you are not about to change. So but we are giving all options to the user. Same like material has a lot of things to give, but it depends on what we want to use and what we don't want to use. So as you are developing a library, you should give all options to the user. Okay. Okay, so someone just commented, bro is doing a live stream. Let's go. Sleepy mess. And who is Sleepy mess? I don't know. Okay, I don't know your name, man. What's your actual name? Tell me. Okay, so this is what we have, NGPDF theme colors. So we have this theme colors created, which will be for this light and dark mode. Okay. What else we need? So we need this theme config, which is ready now, and now we need to work on the configs, what I was talking about. For example, I want to disable the category and all of that. So for that, let me go and say export interface ngf, yes, something like this. Okay, so now I will create a config file so that it will have all the object, if you remember right what I'm talking about. So if you see that there was an option, this initialize, so I'm trying to prepare this object type. So this has theme, this has disable categories, this has source if you want to pass an initial source to your PDF so that it is not blank or it is not broken. So that can be basically done from here. So we have a source which is of type string, right? And what else we expect? So we have source, theme. I remember we were showing this customizing, yeah, disable categories, right? So we can put it here as disable categories, and that's all. Disable categories. Oh, what if, okay, so they are not just limited to this, they have a lot of options which we can go and check. Let's go here and let's go in this. Okay, so they have this PDF, embed PDF, but as we are not okay, I need to go and check inside this what all options this guy provides. So let's go how it has been used. So we have this exported member, okay, which has this root, which has this config, and I want to see what all things this guy has. Okay, okay, this we already saw. Okay, I don't want to see this. Okay, I think I'm messing up something. We have this embed PDF which has the initialize, where I can, now I'm just thinking where I can see what are the configurations which we can add. Yeah, it should be inside init. Yes, container config. Yeah, I was looking for this one. So container config. So it's again comes from here. Do they have src? Where I can find that, where I can find the whole PDF viewer config. I want to see the type. Disable categories, I want to check that. Okay, let's go back. Initialize has this object, but I'm not able to get it. Grab it inside the node. Okay, it's inside this node module pnpm. Okay, that's good. PDF viewer config, we have these two type. Why I cannot see this? Yes, here it is. So this is how the PDF viewer config looks like. We have source, we have worker, use web worker for PDF processing. Okay, so we can also add this option if you want, but it depends like what you want to use, what you don't want to use. So I have themes, you also have custom icons, which is good. They have tab bar. Yeah, this is one. Disabled categories. They have document manager. They have a lot of options, to be honest. Okay, so what I see, right, there are a lot of options of what, and you can say, right, this could be your key and this could be your type, what we need. So what we can do, right, we can make some dynamic way of doing this. Let's go to your PDF viewer config. We can make here key of type. Yeah, exactly, this is what I wanted. And I can make this as unknown, by not using any. So we can basically add all the additional config what is required, but you have to go and read the embed PDF documentation for that. Okay, right. Good afternoon, Shubham. Good afternoon. So now what we have did till now. So first we are working on the configs. So we are done with all the types declaration, what we need for defining the theme color. We are done with the ngpdf theme configuration. We have preference light dark, and then we are done with ngpdf viewer config, which could have a source, theme. We can have these disabled categories if you want to Like you can add some options there. I'll tell you how to use that. And then you have this, which will allow all the options what PDF viewer provides. Okay. Right, now the configs are ready, I would say. Okay, now let me give you another challenge. Not a challenge, but you must have seen a lot of libraries where you can define some global configurations. For example, you can use this provide EmbedPDF, something like that. You can make use of dependency injection in Angular to provide some initial config value, right? And just in case if you want to do that, so that could also be done here. So what we need to just define the global config. For example, the PDF, right? When you initialize a PDF, you give a height. So here you are trying to give height. So this is taking height from the library. But what if a user wants to define its own height? That, hey, no, I don't want the default value to be 650. For my application, I want this to be 700 pixel. So we need to provide that visibility to the users. Well, and to do that, what we can do, we can add one. Okay, can we go with the global configuration? Yes, we can go with that. So we'll say export interface. We can say EmbedPDF viewer global config. Right, and this global config, this can have some values like height. We can give a height, we can give a theme. Okay, what we can say, we can just say here, hey, what if you want to pass a theme, and that theme will be of type the config what we have created, EmbedPDF theme config, right? This is the one, EmbedPDF theme config. And disable categories, should you provide it from there? We can go and extend if you want. You know, it was right. We can go and extends PDF config. That's all. And we can have a height here, right? Height could be passed from here. What else we can pass? What else user wants to? They can also change all the source, theme, and everything. If I'm not wrong. Okay, let's talk about some scenarios. Okay, let's talk about scenarios. Can you increase your mic volume? Okay, is it good now? I just take my mic close to me, but I can do that from my Streamlab. Okay, let me know if it is good now. It should be good. Shivam, can you please confirm if the audio is good now? Alright, so now we are trying to extend we are trying to create a new global config which has a height which you can pass to the user, and based on this height, let me check what else option. Okay, we get this option, but we have src to show the source annotation. Yes, we can off if you want. Okay, I think that should be more than enough. Okay, let me go back. Where is my VS Code? Okay, now I'm thinking something like, for example, okay, let's take an example now. For example, you are using an app. Okay, you already have an application which is running in your production, and that has light and dark mode. Okay, and if you remember, we also have a light and dark mode in the in our how do I say, in our EmbedPDF viewer. Now imagine they both are not in sync, right? This could be a possibility, right? They are not in sync. For example, if your theme builder is on dark mode and your whole application is on light mode, so this is not good, correct? So what we can do, right? We can get some additional config from the user, and that is sync theme, right? Okay, thank you AI. So whether to automatically sync the theme with system preference or okay, but I'm doing something extra, not just this. Okay, my vision is something. That's what AI cannot think about. Human vision. What vision I have for this property? Okay, sync theme. What else I can say? But the thing is, right, a user has their own way to store how do I say, own way to store the theme key. For example, my company name is Let's Program, so I have Let's Program hyphen light, like theme, something like that. So I store a key as Let's Program theme. Or you have like your own website called as Facebook, so it's a Facebook hyphen theme. So I need to have that because some people store their theme into local storage or session storage. So for that, I need to have an additional property which I need to get from the user, that hey, what is your theme storage key? So I'll say theme storage key. Okay, so that we can sync this value. So we will be able to sync the value that hey, if I get this key what user has provided, then from there you can identify if this is light mode or dark mode. I'm just thinking if that, yeah, that should make sense actually. Yeah, we can see how we can improve it later, but it's fine. Okay, now we have some global configurations, but now who will pass this configuration, right? So you remember, right, if you are using an Angular application and if you're using some how do I say, using some library, so you must have seen this new way to configure some library here. So here you can add something like provide EmbedPDF viewer, right? Something like this you can provide. So you need to basically, you making use of provider, so you have to do somehow a DI to make this possible, so that your user is passing some configuration from here, so that the user can pass, hey, I need height to be 700 pixel, something like that. So I can do all this magic. Can you see? Okay, let it do. So I can do something like this. That's what I really want to tell you, or like I'm trying to explain you, like this is what we need. So to do this, again we go in the config again, and we have to create a token. So export const, let's give a token, we give token as EmbedPDF viewer config, and we have to make use of new injection token, and this new injection token has to have a name. And here you can basically provide like, hey, you want to, oh, this just, we just need a key here, we can do optional later, something like that. I don't need you, man, you relax. Yes, so we need to create this token. So export const pdf viewer config, and yeah, so we have this. So now whoever will inject it, they can provide some value, right? So we need to create that provider. So we can say export const, we have provide ng, I'm just thinking of name, EmbedPDF viewer config, or we just say EmbedPDF viewer, provide EmbedPDF viewer. Okay, let it give what it wants to give, we can remove. So provide PDF viewer, provide, okay, should I go with config name? I don't know. Okay, let's go with the config, provide EmbedPDF viewer config. Okay, sounds good. And we can make this as optional if you want. You can make this as optional, and just in case if nobody passes anything, you are not breaking the application, and you just say, hey, take as an empty object, right? So this is what we have created. So provide EmbedPDF viewer config, and people can use this config to give some value, to provide some value, right? I'm just thinking if anything can go wrong here. So we have a provide, okay, and okay, I think this is pretty much okay. We just need to go and use them. Right, so now this is what we have created till now, and it's always a good practice to go and export them. So let me go and start exporting them. Okay, we also have some themes, so can we, okay, what was that theme? I want to provide all the themes here, what all we have created, so we can export all of them. We have theme preference, theme colors. Okay, let's do them. Why is it throwing error? The exporting associated enable user to export type. Am I doing anything wrong? No, right? Re-exporting a type when isolated modules is enabled using export type. What am I doing wrong? Let me check. What is this error? I don't know. Let's see if I'm doing anything wrong. I have exported it quite well. Export interface, export type. What's wrong in this? Because I have Anyway, I have exported all of them, so I can directly go and use it from the ng config, because okay, we can already go and provide this as star, then we don't need to do all of this, I think so. But it's what I know, it's always a good practice to go and do them like this. So let me have it for now, and let's see why that error. Let's try to figure out that error, because even I'm not aware of that error. Why is that error coming? So let's go and just do for one, if we are able to export or not. Let's see, we'll figure out. We have AI, come on, so AI will help us. EmbedPDF, okay, quick fix, convert to type only. I got it. Okay, so we have to go and export all these types. Makes sense, makes sense. So it was just a matter of quick fix. And we have this type as well. We have EmbedPDF. Can we do it from here? Yes, let me add all of them. What else we have? So theme 1 2 3 4. Let's confirm. 1 2 3 and 4. Now these two we have exported, which is fine. And theme preference, did we added it? Let's check. Theme preference, config, PDF config, and what am I missing? Theme colors, but that shouldn't be required, I guess. Let's add it, and we will see what we need and what we don't need. Okay, so just in case anyone is having any questions, what am I doing, please ask me. Okay, because or else I will have zero understanding that if you're getting this or not. Okay, now I would say the configurations and everything seems to be all good and all of them are working. Now we have to plug everything here. Okay, let me get rid of this first. I know this will break here, and I will resolve this. That's not a problem, but I don't like to see red color. Okay, let's get rid of that. So now we have an src, and we can go and inject. If you know, right, we can do di to go and inject that global config what we have created, right? So first thing first, we have to go. Okay, let me check if that's the way I have did it or not, just to be sure. GPDF fever config, yes. All right, so we have to make sure all the things. Okay, looks good. Things are going as per my plan, what I have thought. Right now, so you have to do some di. So here you can say private global config equals, you can inject. Okay, you go and just export from the top. And here, if you want, right, you can make this thing as optional as true, so that it is not breaking. If you do this, your Angular will not complain. For example, if you have injected and there is no provider for this, so you will say, hey, no provider is added, and your application might crash. So if you don't want to crash your application, you go and add this additional option. Okay, so you got the global option, and now here what you can do, you can use this. So you have source and height, so coming from the global configuration. Okay, and again, just to be safe, you can still keep your option by this. Okay, now you have the theme, so you have to get the theme. So we say read only, user can provide a theme. So we are not getting preference now, we are getting a theme now. Okay, again, this will come from input.ng theme config, and this is how you can get them. So you have ng theme config, which is basically your preference, your light and dark mode. Okay, and don't worry, if you can also pass just preference, because light and dark is still going to be the optional, right? Now you can have additional option called as sync theme. Yes, and you can get this boolean value. So initial, always it will be a true, and then you have theme storage key. I don't like this. Because user has to pass this for sure. Yeah, so I don't know. Oh, this complains because we have to either make this as undefined. So there is a high chance this could be undefined as well. So let me add that. Okay, so now let's figure out what else we have. We have source, this. Let me do one thing. Let me move this private on the top. which is required. Okay, so we have this. Okay, we will use this. I'll tell you why we have this doc. So source, height, theme, sync theme, and theme storage. Okay, looks good. What else? I didn't need to. We need to make anything else? No, looks good. And we have this already. PDF container. Okay, looks good. Looks good to me. Now, and we have this method where we are handling this, right? Now I want to be now. Let's talk about requirement. Now, for example, we need to understand that if someone changes their system theme, like light and dark mode, what do I mean by that? So if I have a MacBook, so in my MacBook I have something called as appearance. So this is my system theme. I can change it to light, I can change it to dark, I can keep this as auto. So things really depends on this. So this is your system theme, and if system theme changes, so you have to react on your system theme as well, correct? So for that we can use some prefer system theme, or we can basically make use of there is something called as html.style.color scheme. So we can use the color scheme if it is dark or light. Based on that you can do the changes. Okay, all right. Now I'm just trying to understand which will be the good place to do that change. Okay, so we have EmbedPDF. This is good, and yeah, we need to get this information, right? We need to get this theme information. So what we will do, so we have to resolve the theme, right? So that we can get the theme value and we can provide the theme value to the user. Okay, that's right. So we have added that. Okay, I'm missing one thing. Let's go back. Okay, we have this ng viewer theme config, which you can pass as a selector. Yes. No, yeah, this one. So you can user pass as a input. Okay, I think that's what I was missing. Let's go here and add read only config, and this is going to be your input dot not required but ng pdf config viewer config. Yes, we can have this, right? This config, and this config also has some source and everything which you need to change. Because for example, you cannot rely on just global configuration, because there is a high chance you can use this PDF viewer on 3 different places. For example, if you want to render invoice in a separate component, so you can do it there. You want to render some official documentation on some different component, so you will be using this selector on different places, and different places should have a different configuration. So you can take that as an input from the user. Okay, now this is what I was missing. So I have all the inputs ready, I would say. Yes, and now we can work on the theme preference. Yes, so now if you remember, here we are importing, so here we can get the const theme, and we get the theme from the top, right? So as we are anyway getting it from the user, if I'm not wrong, and you can fetch it from there, right? Or else you can basically check that if your current theme is active or not. Okay, so what you can do, right? So you can basically just by doing this, I will say this dot. Okay, let me just go and create a method here. Private. No, I don't want this. Private. Resolve. I know AI will help me. Resolve theme preference, or I would say resolve the initial theme. Resolve current theme or initial theme. Okay, and this should be okay. Okay, we can let's see what's the type it gives. Okay, good, thank you. Initial theme, implement the method to determine the initial theme based on the sync. Yes, this is correct. So what we can do, right? We can just grab this. I'll tell you how to play with this. Okay, so you just put it here, and I'm hoping that now AI will start helping me. Okay, yes, this is what I wanted. If no, Yes. If not, then you provide the, okay, this is good. This is what actually I was looking for. You just put a comment and you get the logic, and you just need to go and review. So let me see if this logic is correct. So first, what we check from the user that sync theme is active or not. Yeah, if it is active, you go and check the saved preference. So you go to the user's local storage. Okay, so this is the theme storage key, saved preference. This gives you the key. You say local storage dot, okay, stored key. If okay. I'm just trying to identify. This is the save preference. This is not good actually. This is not what I want. Check theme storage key. So I'll say user stored theme key. Okay, let this guy change those. It's fine. User stored theme key. Okay, so this is their key, and based on this key, I want to get. This is not good, man. Okay, let's try to make it better. So I'll get a key from the user. I'm trying to do it live so that you guys are understanding how I'm trying to brainstorm and how I'm trying to get the idea, like what should be correct here. So what this will do, right? So this will give the key of a user, how he is storing the story. For example, he stored the key as let's program theme preference key, for example, something like this. And based on that key, I'm going to get the user storage. So I'll say const stored theme name, so that you can get it from yeah, this is good. So if it is, yeah, this is nice what he's trying to do. Okay, so we added this. So we added this stored theme key, and we get some value here. And now we need to check. Okay, let's see what AI is giving. Okay, if the stored theme name is dark, then it's a dark mode, or it's light mode. I would say no. Okay, I know. It's fine, give me some time. Okay, let me think. So stored theme we get, and for example, you get a key like this, PDF viewer theme. No, not like this. You'll get something like LP dark mode, LP dark mode, or they might store it as, like, some people do like this, some people do in a different way. So that's the only problem. So here this guy is trying to specifically check that if it is a dark, then it will go and apply the dark theme, and if it is light, it will go and apply the light theme. Good. Good. Okay. Okay, what's wrong with this? This is interesting, right? This is very interesting. So now I'm just not relying on this. If stored name, this is string, because yeah, what if I use dot to lowercase dot includes, right? This makes sense, right? Like, people can store like LP dark, LP light, or I don't know, and then they are changing something like that. So that's why I'm using this, just to be safe. So if they store something like this, you can say, hey, include dark, then yeah, then theme dot dark. What it returns theme color, which is wrong. It should return the theme preference. It should return the EmbedPDF theme preference, right? And then you change this complete to, and yep, something like this, preference as dark, and yep, something like this, and this should go and change the same object to something like this. Okay, now theme dot undefined, that's fine. Okay, I think we are going somewhere wrong. Let me understand this first. So we will first check const is dark, something like this. Okay, we will do that ternary later. Okay, don't worry. because for me what I want to do, I want to return which is of type, oh this is also, that's why EmbedPDF. Theme preference, oh what was that name, theme config, yeah. And yeah, this is how it is. Yeah, now this is better. Okay, maybe I missed the type. If it is dark, let's go with this. If is dark, then what should be returned? We should return an object like this. We should return preference dark, and we return the light. Okay, this is saying in order it's unable to have time type color because type is missing the following point of it. Okay, don't need to have all this. You can just directly return this dark and light mode. Why is it complaining? Okay, this is TypeScript, so I need to make sure. Okay, let's see what it is complaining and we can fix it. Undefined not assignable to PDF theme colors. Okay, type undefined is assignable to, okay, because it shouldn't be undefined. So we need to go and make sure that, yes, this could be optional as well. So that's why it is complaining. Okay, much better. Let's go back. Okay, if it is dark, then I'm going to return this, or else I'm going to return this, something like this. I hope things are making sense guys, what I'm trying to do. If not, do let me know. Or else it is going to check this window dot match media, check for the matches, prefers dark. Okay, if it prefers dark, then you're going to change it like this. Okay, this is also good. This is what we really wanted. And then or else what you can say prefer system, and you can just get rid of this option. So you just take the system option, and system could be light or dark, and based on that it will take the value. So this is much better. Okay, we can get rid of the comments. So let me explain you now what I'm trying to do. So first I'll check if sync theme is enabled. If yes, it is enabled, so what it will do, it will get the local storage key which is provided by the user. Okay, so based on theme storage key, he is going to get it from the local storage, that hey, this is the stored theme. Then for example, the name is like let's program light, let's program dark, you never know. So we check if you have this, then we are saying hey, the store theme, okay, don't need you now, store theme dot local storage. Okay, if it includes dark, then this is a dark mode and you return this. If it is a light mode, then you return this. And yeah, if no preference was saved, check the system preference, and there is something called as window dot match media, which basically tells that hey, if it is dark mode or light mode. And if none of the syncing theme was, like if there is no syncing, then you just go and return the system theme, whatever the user has, like whatever the user prefers, and that's all. And this resolve theme, we can use it here. Okay, get rid of the comment, and you can pass the theme here, and you're done. So here, by just doing this, you are able to add the feature of theme. Like now it will work according to the user theme. Okay, and that's how you have resolved it. Okay, now what else? I'm just checking if I'm missing anything. So this basically does most of the job for us. And yeah, this also watches if anything is going wrong or not. I think this should handle most of the situation for us related to the theme. Now what we need to do, we have to basically understand about the source. Okay, now because for example, this source can change dynamically, like for as I was showing you in one of my example here. If you go PDF viewer, and whoops, my camera just got flipped. Okay, I'm so sorry about that. Okay, so what I was basically telling you, let me check if camera is set up good. Yeah, okay, it's good now. No, okay, I hope the camera is better. It just went that side. Okay, I was talking about this. So here you can see you can dynamically load a new content. So sample PDF or ebook. So I want to have this feature as well, and this feature can be added if you are familiar with how Signal works. So let's go back to your code. Okay, so if you remember, right, for signals, um, what was that, there is something called as effect, and effect basically checks that, hey, if it is changing or not. If it changes, then you can basically react to it. Okay, so we can say use effect, and then here you can listen to the theme change. Okay, let's see what AI is trying to do. Oh, I'm just trying to set the config. No, I don't need you. Okay, now I'm more interested about what happens if the new source changes. So we can say const new source. Yes, now AI will help me. Yeah, if there is a PDF container and if you have a source, then you need to load it, right? And we need to change the PDF configuration. So this is wrong. This is this dot PDF container dot config. Yes, and the config has src. If you do directly this, then might be possible that what was that, deep import or something like that. I forgot that. Shadowing, object shadowing, something like that. So what we will do, right, we'll try to destructure. So yes, something like this. So we just destructured the config and we added the new source. Okay, and just by doing this, if you change the source on demand on some clicks, it will go and update it. So whenever there is new source it gets, based on that it reacts and update the config, and that's what we needed. Okay, that's all what we all needed it. Okay, and this seems like we are pretty much done, because now this has configurations, this has, okay, sync theme and everything. Okay, this looks good, to be honest. This looks good. Now what we need to do, we have to build the project, right? Let's build the project, and I don't want to go inside the folder and build it. So what we can do, we can write some package.json script somewhere over here, and here we can provide build the library. So we can say build lib. Yes, that's correct, ng build, and you can give this command, and we have to say publish. So we'll say publish the lib. This I don't think so if this will work, so we can just say wait, let me add by myself. We can say cd, okay, dist, go in the dist and do npm publish. Okay, this should work. Now we have both the commands which we can run from here. We'll say npm run, we say build the lib. Lib has been built successfully. What you can do, you can change the version, as we have to update the version because we made a lot of changes. Let's put it here. Yeah, we can give this as 0.4 and build the package again. So npm run build, it will build your library, and now you have to publish. See, currently what we are doing some wrong method to do this. What we could do, right, we can create a new project, because we need to do testing also, right? Currently how we are testing in a very wrong way. Currently our test is like we build the project, we publish the project, we install the project into a test project which we have here, and then we are testing it. How we can make it better, you can create a new project here. You can create a demo project inside this. So you just need to say ng generate and that's all, and give the project name as demo, and that's all, and this will be part of your workspace. And what you can do, you can just do the imports in the project and you can test, hey, if this is working or not. But let's do that for next session, because I think we are almost close to 1 hour, and I don't want to have this make this stream big more than an hour. So what we'll do, so we have did all the changes, everything, and now we want to publish it. So for publishing, you remember I added this new line, and this should do the job. Let's see, npm run publish the lib, and yeah, it went inside that. Okay, it asked me to, yes, so I have to do this, use security key. Okay, I trust this, and yeah, it's verifying. Yeah, verification successful. You can go and check here that yeah, you have a new library which is 0.0.4. Let's go to your test project, which is this. If you remember, we have created a test project for testing this library, and I want to update to the latest version. And this time I will be making sure that yes, there was a change. Yesterday we didn't realize that it didn't changed, but now I see there is a new change, and now we are pointing to the latest version of 0.04. And moment I do that change, I just need to reload my IDE once, or else it will not understand what has been added or what has been changed. Right, now time for us to do some testing. Okay, let's run the project ngdev. Did it broke something? Yes, it has broken something. Why it has broken? Because we have some breaking changes, right? We have some breaking changes that we don't have theme preference anymore. So what we can do, we can just go and get rid of this theme preference which is breaking. Okay, we have source, we have height, rest all things are there. And you remember, right, we have some config as well, so we can go and use our global config. Right here we can say provide EmbedPDF viewer config, and in the config we have a lot of options. If you remember, we have theme. Yeah, we can say prefer light. Let's see if that really does the job or not, because I see this is dark. Something is wrong then. Something is wrong again. No worries, no worries, we will fix it. So we have this theme preference. By using this provider, we are adding this. If I change it to system, okay, and let me go and change my system thing. I'm just trying to figure out like if this works or not. If I change it to light, okay, my browser changes but my theme didn't change, which means it is not working. No worries, no worries, we will debug it and we'll try to fix it. Right, I was just looking at the comment. Okay, there is no new comment. Okay. So let's check if the new changes has been added. Okay, then we have PDF viewer. So we have all the platform ID, global configuration is added, which is good. That's good. Then we have the initialize viewer. Then we resolve the theme which I need to test. We pass it to this guy as a theme. That's good. Right, and then yeah, we are initializing it. That is good. Okay, let's refresh. Let's see what's going wrong. So element ref, we get a container. Yes, we got a version as well. Yes, 2.9 EmbedPDF. And here let's see if it is able to resolve the theme. All right, something was breaking during resolve theme. Okay, let's check again. Remove from ignore list. Yes. Why it didn't work? Why the debugger is not okay, did I did anything wrong? Okay, here, okay, the debugger is different and this is different. Okay, let me add it here first again, because it's a MJS file. Okay, let's put it here, and rest all has been added. Refresh. Source map. Why is he not able to take my debugging? It should, right? Very bad. We changed something which I don't know what change did I made. I shouldn't have touched that option. Source map loaded. Okay, that's fine. I know I'm trying to debug a source build which is already built, but this was allowed, to be honest. Why is it not allowing me? I don't know. Prefer dark. Oh, if I refresh. Okay, I know now what to do. We have to create a project and we have to debug it there. But that's wrong. I was doing it yesterday. Why? Does anybody know here what is wrong I'm doing here? Do let me know, because I'm not able to figure out. Yeah, because we do that in MJS file, but why is it not allowing me to do it here? Why? Okay, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of. Okay. PDF viewer. Please allow me. After next render, yes. I choose a different option, I guess. I shouldn't have, but how do I get back to the same option? I'm not getting it. Okay, no worries. Let me check on the AI. I think I should do it here. Google AI. Debug the source map from library. I know there should be AI mode. Enable the source map. Yep. Configure it. Okay, that's fine. Everything is added from there. I did that. Use code for why you don't work? Okay, no worries. Let's do one thing. Let's not waste time, and let's create a new application, and let's give the name as a test app. Let it create an application. CSS. Do you want? No, I don't want. Let it create it, and if you go in the project, you will have a new project, test app. Same Angular application. Everything is same. And here you can get rid of this. You can say EmbedPDF. Come on, you need to go and import. Here in the app config, let's add the provider. Provide EmbedPDF viewer config, something like this. No. Yes. Okay, and this is coming from my lib. Should be okay. Let's save this. We need to import the component, so let's go here and import the component. PDF viewer, EmbedPDF viewer. Okay, and we go and add it here like EmbedPDF viewer on ready and all of that. Yes, let's have it here on ready. Event is this. Okay, let's save, and now we just say what was the command? ng serve test app. Okay, no, I'll do npx kill port. I prefer 4200, so let me kill the port. Right, in the meantime, if any questions, do let me know in the chat. I'm gonna fix it because I haven't reviewed my code once. Let me go and review that also. What was the command? ng serve test app. Okay, this should open my test app. Alright, now what I can do from here is check the configs, theme preferences system, or I should make it live because system is dark. Now let's check. PDF viewer .ts, yes, and I can do debug easily. This is the correct way actually to do to basically develop a library. You have to have a demo project or running project where you can test it without even deploying it to npm.js. So now we are doing the correct method, how it has to be done. So you get the default true, then you try to resolve the theme, and basically you get a theme as dark, preference as dark, which is an object, right? And you try to make the theme as dark. I see. I know what's the problem. I know what is going wrong. Okay, so our system is working fine. It's just about we haven't tested it well. So I'll tell you what is happening. Let me go and show you the debug. So if you go in the resolve theme, okay, so it first checks that if sync theme is enabled or not. So ideally, I think it's true always. So it checks for the theme. It's undefined because we haven't stored any theme. Then it's checked that if there is any theme. Yeah, it checks for that. Here there is no theme. Now it checks, okay, what is the system theme here? So it says prefer dark. Yes, prefer dark is true, and based on that it has chosen the dark mode, and that's why this guy is dark. But now my question is this guy is not listening to this. So now if I'm trying to change the theme from here, so there should be a listener, and there is no listener activated. So we need to make use of mutation observer to change the theme mode. Here if you see, right, for example, what I wanted to do, that whenever something is changes, like whenever I'm trying to change this dark or light mode, this should also change based on that. But currently it is not working. So I see there is a question, so let me read that out from Shubham. So it's an Angular library which displays EmbedPDF so that we don't need to open in other app. I didn't got your question, to be honest, Shubham. Can you repeat? Can you make it more clear? I didn't completely got you what you mean by that. Okay, so now I know. So see, things are working fine because it is still taking the dark mode based on my preference, which is right. But we need to somehow listen to it. But before that, what was our main intention, that it should take from the global configuration, right? So if you remember, we have a global configuration here, which I need to do a log. Let's see. Let's try to do log our global configuration, or we can put it here as a debug. Will that? Oh yeah, where is that global config? It's here. Yes, let's run this, and here we have the global configuration, which gives you the theme. So we have sync theme as true by default because it is undefined, so this is true. And we are nowhere using our global configuration to store that as a theme, and that's where I saw this issue. So now what we do, let's go to your library. Again, let me show the comment. Can you let me know what will be the use of this project? Okay, so Shubham, the use of this project is too simple. Let me give you a requirement. Your manager came to you and they say, hey, Shubham, I want to load a PDF in my Angular application. So how will you do it? If you want to render some PDF in your Angular application, so how do you do it? So if you are an Angular guy, so you have several options. There is something called as this ng2 PDF viewer, which I showed on my first stream. So you will use this library, which is very much outdated. If I show you the look and feel, how it looks like this. So now if I ask you a preference, so will you choose something which is like this, or will you choose something which looks like this with a lot of options? So basically here we are trying to solve a problem that we need to build a library which for Angular, which can render some PDF, and they can also do a lot of magic like this. They can also provide you a lot of options out of the box. So this is what we are trying to build. Right now, let's go back and let's fix our PDF viewer. So here in the PDF viewer, we had a global config, which is this. And this global config, we have source, we have height, but we nowhere using theme. Correct? Yes. 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 Yeah. So we have to resolve the initial theme from here. If we are saying theme is enabled, that's true. But okay, now we need to decide, like, should we give preference to global theme, or we should give preference to the user stored theme, because this is another challenge, right? So now if you go in that direction, so we can say if this dot global config dot theme, if we have a theme, then we just go and return this. Okay, then we just go and return this, right? And based on that, if you see, now my theme got changed to light mode. Can you see now? The theme completely changed to light mode. See it, because what we were doing, right? We have added a global configuration, but we were not using it. So if I take you back to the test app here, so here we are trying to provide the configuration from, this is our global configuration, and we are trying to pass a theme here. So, but we were not using it. So that's why it was always fall back to my system theme, which is dark. Okay. And here, if you change it to light, dark again. So, okay, dark, save the changes. Can you see it changed to dark? Again, if you change to light, it will change to light. Okay. So yeah, this is what I wanted to basically show. Okay, let me just give me a second. I need to plug my charger. Yeah, good. So I hope you guys got what I was trying to explain. Okay. Now this is what the theme was. Now, for example, now let's try to see if we can customize the UI. Here, if you remember, we have this available categories, and for example, I want to disable some categories. So I go here and I type disable categories, and in that I can say, hey, I want to disable zoom. Okay. So my option was to disable the zoom, disable category. Let me see if the name is correct. Do I need to give a big name, or right? They don't have a code sample to show. Yeah, they do have. I want to see how they use the name. Yeah, this is, so we have the categories, we have a label. Okay. Okay, whenever there is a disable category changes, we go and update the commands, provide the commands, registry.await. Okay, so we need to do something more here. Okay. Let's search about this. Why I'm not able to do Control F? They have disabled the keys. I don't know. So, but this is how they have. So they use ID, if I'm not wrong, to basically disable categories.join. Yes. To show all the disabled categories, and that's how they pass the disabled categories as in config. And if you remember the config, let me see how they pass the property. So this guy is disable category. Yeah, we pass it like this. Okay, because for us it doesn't work, it seems like. Annotation, and ideally you should remove the annotation. If you see, right, this we want to disable this, so maybe high chance we haven't plugged the whole global configurations. So let's see, let's go and take a look. I'm damn sure we are not doing it. So let's go back to the PDF viewer, and I think so I'm right. Yes, we are not using it, we are not doing it anywhere. So you remember there is one config which comes from the user, right? This is the one config which comes from the user. So let's see, we are using this. Yeah, we are not using it anywhere. And then we have this global config which we haven't used anywhere. Yeah, we haven't used it because to initialize, yeah, exactly. So what you do, you say const base config, and that's why it was not working. It was not working, and we say base config equals, so we say, okay, if user has a config, if user has given some config, so use that config or else use the global config. Okay, if user has a config, then use the user config or else use the global config, and let's save. And you need to somehow pass it over here, so we just say and add our base config. Right, now let's see if that works. Okay, so that's what we did. We passed the base config here. If it has a config, okay, and then or else it will take a base config dot. Okay, let's see if I press dot. Okay, it has disable categories. Okay, we are passing it from there, which is good. And then we can, yeah, this should work. Okay, let's go. All right, so okay, let's go back and let's try to debug, because still I can see the annotate. Network tab, src, and we need to resolve the base config. Yes, this one. Let's refresh. Why? Okay, test. Okay, because this guy is breaking or something like that. EmbedPDF viewer. I remember I was running my oh yeah, this is the project. Okay, why it doesn't build? This is confusing me now. Why? What happened? If I change it to dark, does it reflects? Yeah, it reflects. Why doesn't this work then? Something is going wrong. I remember I was able to debug. What happened? ng control P EmbedPDF viewer. Okay, config. Yep. This is coming from project/yes. What went wrong now? Am I doing anything wrong, guys? Who can tell me? This is always fun to do this in live stream. Okay, I'm gonna just talk to myself now to fix this. So emp.ts, this is this emp.ts, which is our app.ts, and we pass the global config disable categories. Disabled categories. Okay. Come on. So you saw what happened? I was using a wrong key. So this key was disabled and I was using disable. So that was the mistake, and that's why it was not working. Now, for example, if you want to disable some setting called as print, like you don't want print option, okay, in your project. So what you can do, you can just go and add print, save. And now if you see, Oh, it still has print. Oh my god, what's happening? I thought I did it correct. So annotation is hidden, which is good. Let's see about zoom. Maybe I'm using the wrong name, that's all. Zoom. Yeah, zoom also get removed. So we need to just check. Uh, this is print. Um, Looks like correct name. Maybe then there should be a bug on their side. Let's see. Okay. Because the name should be document print. That's why. Okay. That's how you learn, guys. That's how you learn. So the name should be document print, and now that should be removed. See? Now there is no print. Right. Shubham said letter case. Yes, but yeah, it was completely it was completely the name difference. So that's why you just need to go on their documentation and see what all name option they have, and based on that you can create your own type in Angular. Okay, so basically what you can do, you can create some enums, you can create some const, so that you are not doing anything wrong. And again, this library is not that easy to build. We have a very big future for this library, and that's why I say this is open source, and I want people to come forward and help me to build this together. Okay, but now you see the magic, right? Now we are able to apply all the global configuration. Let's see, let's test one or two more. What else we have? We have tab bar. What is tab bar multiple? I don't know. Even I'm not aware, but there are some options. Right. We have document manager. Okay, where we can define the initial documents, which is good. Okay, if you don't set false, okay, we have max document as well, which should be inside the document. Limit the total open tab. Older one may be closed. Okay. What if I say here, and let's try to like, okay, the problem for us is we don't have the type safety here. Why we don't have type safety? You know the reason, right? I'll tell you why we don't have type safety. Because we are using something called as any, not any but unknown. So you remember we added this key. Yeah, let me change this at least to disabled. Yes. So we need, so this key is like string of type string, and this is unknown. So that's why the key could be anything. That's why we didn't got any error. So to make it bulletproof, you have to go and add all these names here. Like you should have here document manager. Getting my point? So you need to do that, so one by one. So again, that is not the agenda of today's live stream. So today the agenda was to add a theme configuration, which we added, and add some PDF viewer configuration, which we have added already. Now, but this will really work out of the box. You just need to make sure that you're using the correct key name. So you can get it from here, document manager. Go again back to your test app in the config. Here you paste document manager, and you can say max document. And again, this also you need to verify that this should also, can you see I did a mistake? It should be documents, and I said document. So this will not work then. You need to make sure that it is matching, and to add that type safety, we need to do a lot of changes here. Now if I go back, so it will be only one documents, maximum documents, something like that. I don't know what exactly it does. So let's try to change and see what it does, because I'm not aware what it does. Let's try to read about this. Limit total open tabs. Okay. I got it now. So if you go back, you can basically open some tabs. So you can open some of your own documents if you want. So here this will only limit to one document. Okay, so I can do this. This is my PDF viewer, and yeah. Let's see how much I added. I added 2. Let me make it 1. I'm also trying to explore with you all what is this all about. So let's refresh again. Now let me try to open. Okay, See, I'm not able to do. Why? Because only one document is allowed, so I'm not able to open another document. And that's how you can control this. So document manager, you can control how much documents you need to open, and you can read all of things, all of this one. So show built-in tab bar if you tab inside the viewer. So yeah, there are some other options, tab bar, like multiple, always, never, right? Okay, so this is what we had today, but there is only one more there is one more point which I needed to cover before I go, before I end the stream. And that was related to what was that, that when you when the system changes, like for example, if I changing the theme of system, then it should basically listen to your system, correct? And there is something called as watch theme change, which you can add. Okay, so let's go back what I mean by that. PDF viewer, and yep, you can close this. Yes, so here you can create watch, come on, watch theme. I hate my typing. Changes, right? And then this will do something. So we can get the HTML from here. We say const HTML, we say this dot doc, if you remember, and we can get the document element, doc element. This is nothing but your HTML. Okay, then we have to create an observer. I'll tell you what is that observer means. So there is something called as we can keep that as private. Yes, we can keep that as private observer. And yes, mutation observer, we need this mutation observer. Let's do one thing, let's make use of let's do something like, okay, let's define a type. This could be a null as well, and then we define a null value. Okay, this is better. Now here what we need to do, we have to say this dot observer. And why we need this observer? Basically do some cleanup, so we don't okay, let me show you the code and then we can talk. So we say new mutation observer, and what this guy will do, this guy has a callback, and inside that you can get the color scheme. So we can get a scheme, const scheme equals, you can say HTML dot style dot, there is color scheme, and this color scheme is nothing but a dark or light. So you can just say this as a string, or you can say this as like something like this. I don't know about no preference, if that really exists. Maybe it exists, I don't know. This is coming from AI, so I'm trusting it now, but we can check it later. Okay, we say if the scheme is light or dark. What is it trying to do? Okay, if the scheme is equal to light or scheme is equal to dark, then okay, if this is the case, then you go and create a new theme. Okay, oh okay, we don't have this, right? We have set theme, something like this we can do, and this is of type PDF theme config, which is correct. So you know what we did here, we are trying to check that hey, we can do one more thing. Rather than having this additional if case, we can say and this, we can check if this .pdf container is there or not. Yes, that's what I wanted, and we can move this completely to here, and we can get rid of this block. Okay, we have to go, we are in the block, right? Is possibly undefined. Why is it undefined? But we are already checking it, right? This is unsafe, actually. This is unsafe. Okay, why? I get it. Who saw this mistake? This should be like this, and now you don't need this PDF. Okay, if the color scheme is light, okay, if the color scheme is light, or if the color scheme is dark, this is a one, yeah, and then this is better. So that's how it should be. So this is one condition, and this is another condition, and based on that you can set the new theme. And we have this observer, so we have created the observer, but what you want to observe, you have to tell it. So I'll say this dot observer dot observe the HTML, and HTML we have an attribute called as this, and the attribute filter is style. So we have to go and listen to this, we have to observe any change happen to this. Okay, and based on that change you can have this thing. Okay, all right, also listen to the changes for the theme storage key if sync is enabled. Oh, storage, okay, okay, handle storage change, what, okay, I don't know if this is really required, but yeah, maybe if AI is suggesting, there should be something like we should do. But let's see, we will figure out. What if we also add the color scheme changes from here? Okay, so we can say, we can get the window, const window object, we can say this dot doc dot default view, yes. Do we do that? Yes, but there is something called as the media query, which we have already written. So we can get the media query, yes, if this matches, and we add a listener, media query listener. If it is a PDF container, then you change it to new theme. Okay, e dot matches dark, yes, something like this I needed, and yes, and we can, wow, I did nothing, but yeah, I know what this code is trying to do. So we have a default, okay, we get this window view, okay, we have this window, and then we are using this window function to check this matches. You remember we did something here in the resolve theme. Where is that? If the sync theme was enabled, so we don't need to do this anymore. But we can keep it for safety, it's fine for the initial load. Let's keep it. Okay, so now we have this, okay, and now we use this observer to, yeah, that's fine, and then we are observing this HTML when if there is any change in the style attribute. And the another one is, this is for the live changes which happens when you change the system, auto, and light mode. So we use this media query list, and we created a listener which we need to attach here. Okay, I would have written this above, but yeah, it's fine. So you create a listener which listens to the event, checks for the container. Hey, if any change happens here, if it matches the dark mode or light mode, based on that you change the preference. If it matches, then yeah, this is dark, or else this is light, because we are trying to match this mode, right? So this will return true or false. If it is true, which means this is dark, or else, okay, looks good. And then based on that you set the theme, and you're basically, you have to attach the listener. Whenever the change happens, you are attaching the listener, and this listener is called, and updating the theme. Pretty good. And this is the cleanup. Okay, so we clean up by this. If you remember, guys, we are doing something like we are doing some dynamic imports. Just by this cleanup, I remember one thing, that as we are doing some dynamic import, for example, someone opens your PDF, and they just switch the component from one component to another component. So we need to be very sure that we are also destroying this, how do I say, we are making use of destroy ref to basically clean up all the things, clean up all the objects, right? And that can be done by this, how do I say, inside the destroy ref. So if you remember, we have, or maybe you can use ng on destroy or something like that. So if I talk about the old Angular way, you might use this as implements, you have on destroy, right? You do this, you come quick fix, implement on destroy. Where is this? Yeah, it's here. So here you can disconnect. So you can disconnect, and then you can make this observer as null, just to clean up. Okay, and my main hurdle was this, because for example, you are loading this on demand. As you're loading this on demand, so this guy can take some time to load. Okay, so we have to be very safe before it gets loaded. So what we can do, right, we can check if this is destroyed or not. If it is destroyed, then we don't do anything here. Let me tell you what I mean by that. Okay, so let's go here and create private stroyd destroyed as false. We can use signal as false. Okay, and what we check here, yeah, this guy is already trying to do. Yeah, if this is destroyed, then what we can do, we can check here. Okay, if this guy is destroyed, like someone is trying to navigate between two components, and this guy is await, this is asynchronous, right? If it is asynchronous and if this is not loaded, so this can break, you can get some console error. So we can say if this dot destroyed, if this is the case, then you just say return. Don't do anything, just return and come out of this object, and that's all. This is just to be safe, just to be on the safer side. Oh, this is nice, thank god, because of observer I got to know we can also do this. Yep, right, so this is what it is. And we forgot to do one last thing, and that was, as we, okay, for example, if the sync is enabled, so we have to watch, hey, we need to make sure that we are rendering it, right? We are watching the changes. So we say if this dot sync theme is enabled, so we have to watch the changes. Okay, we have to watch the changes if sync theme is enabled. So if we call this, so if you know the method what we have created, it will go and enable this mutation observer, and it will always observe if any change happens to your HTML. Okay, I think so this makes sense now, and let's go and test. So this is our application which is already running, and let me open up my system settings. Okay, yes, did you guys saw the magic? So can you see the theme of the theme of our PDF viewer? If I change it to dark, like I'm changing my system theme, okay, this is my MacBook theme, MacBook system theme. So if I change it to dark, you see the theme changes to dark. If I change it to light, it changes it to light, and this works like a magic. Okay, this works like a magic. And this is what I had today for you all. That I think I'm pretty much done. Like you can say this library is completely ready now, ready to be used, because now you have a lot of features, you have a lot of, again, if you want to know more about, hey, what kind of configuration I can add, what all other options I can use, so you have to read this documentation, because currently we don't have readme created, so we have to create readme with all sort of options. We need to copy all the configuration change which is possible with this PDF viewer and put it over here. And if someone wants to contribute, if someone wants to help me, please do it. This is open source project. You can go on my GitHub website, which is this, and you can basically contribute. Okay, you can contribute, you can add more features if you want, and do whatnot. One thing what I can do, I can just protect this branch, so that maybe what I'll do, right, I will add some guidelines. How we can do contribution here, and I will be using ChatGPT for it, don't worry. Maybe I can do it right away, but I would love to see that if you guys are helping me to do it. Right, now what I need to do is, we did a very great job today, guys. I think it's more than 2 hours. The plan was for 1 hour, but you saw when there was a bug, I didn't resist myself to solving it in front of you all, how to fix those bugs. It's fun. Okay. So we have this good looking code, and what else I have to do? I'm just thinking. Oh yeah, we have to publish the library, right? So let's go back to your workspace. Yep, let's go to the workspace, and yeah, we have to build. So let's go and change the version. This will be version 0.5, and we say npm run build the library, build lib. This will build the library. Yeah, everything is good. And then you can say npm run publish. Yep, let's put enter, use security key, did it, and go back, and this will have the new version. Yes, new version got added. Now let's go back to your test project. You remember we had a test project here. We need to go and update the version number. So we go and update this to latest. So we make sure, yes, we have 0.05 added, and now we say ng serve hyphen port 4100. Okay, server not, come on, ngs hyphen port. It was ng serve, not server. Let's go back and we can open localhost 4100. And yep, this is what we have, and let's try to see if the configuration works here. So we have system theme. If I change it to light, yeah, it has changed to light. If I need to get rid of some options, so you remember we have disabled categories, so we can disable the category annotation, document print, and zoom. If I go back, you see there is no zoom, there is no way to print, and yeah, and very less option, which means now our library works, and I have proved it in front of you all. Why? Okay, I need to reload because installing the package my editor gets confused. Okay, this is good. And wow, we just now did a really great job. I'm happy. Let's see, let my GitHub come, and then I will commit the code so that you guys can enjoy. You guys can go and you can use this package. You can use this package in your project if you want, and this is free to use. Now I'm gonna use some AI magic. Let's see, can we do some code review? This is for the test, that's fine. This is my EmbedPDF viewer. I remember there was a way you can ask code review on state changes. Yes, can we do this? Let's see. Okay, code review, I don't know, reviewing and state changes, source GitHub Copilot chat. How does it show if it is review? I have never used that option. I always use it on once you commit the change. If you create a PR, you can ask GitHub Copilot to do the review. I'm trying to do this for the first time. Okay, let me take some comment in the meantime. So why not to add a button as well for the theme changing, or is there, I am missing it? No, we can, there is a button by which you can toggle the theme. It's here already. So by that button you can change the theme if you want, and let me show you the code how to do it. It's pretty simple. So if you go here in the app.ts, so you just need to set the theme. So you change the preference from here. So you have this toggle theme option by which you can just switch the theme, dark and light mode. Okay. Okay, now let me see how did this GitHub Copilot did some code review. I saw he did. Yes. Okay, this is the file he has checked. So this I'm ignoring. I don't need this. This I'm not ignoring. Okay, good comment, right? So we need to get rid of this. Okay, let's get rid of it. I'll say thank you. Oh, anything else? Yes, use of type event is wrong. He is asking me to change it to embed container, but the problem is we have not exported. Oh, did we? Oh, because it's part of our same project, so that's why it will come from EmbedPDF config. That's fine, let's do it. Okay, thank you for this. How can we resolve? Is there any way to resolve? Which one? No, I don't need it. It should be removed. Okay, I thought there is a way to resolve. Apply and go to next. Okay. SDK. So what it is saying, no change found. Okay. Use any type for SDK, reduces type safety. Is already imported and should be used here. Okay. But the problem is, I know in this file I will not be able to import because I haven't exported it. So this one I have to ignore. Hey, did I remove all the comments? Yes, I think I removed all the comments. I'm pretty new to this. How it really does, I don't know. Okay, okay, okay. What's wrong here? Okay, I did something wrong there. I don't know what. Let me ask again to review. I did something wrong. In the meantime, guys, if you have any question, let me know. I'm now sleepy. Alright, alright. Let's see if there is any comment. No, there is no comment. Only last comment was from Shubham. And I hope you got your answer. We can do that, okay? We can do that theme changing, what you just mentioned. I need to close this so that I get more visibility for the comments. There are no comment in this workspace. Please add some comments. Does my thumbs up works? I saw there was some emoji. Okay, let's see some real comments and we'll try to fix them. Starts from here. Potential runtime error. If the code execution in server-side SSR context where local storage is not available, consider adding a check for each platform before accessing the local storage. This is good. This is good comment. This is a good comment. Okay, let's see some other code. Okay, we will fix it. No worries. We'll fix it. What is the other comment? Right, so potential error if the code execution in the servers, yeah, because we, as we told, we are going to make this as a server side safe, which we are not doing it. Okay, we will fix it. This code executes in server side context where window is not available, correct? So consider adding a check for each platform before accessing the window. Makes sense. Makes sense. What if you know what, I feel this is not even required. This is not even required because we have added a mutation. If you remember, right, we added a check for mutation and that does the job, because if the sync is enabled, we are always observing this mutation observer and that checks what theme we have to add. Even here we have it. So I feel this whole code can be removed. So I think GitHub, okay, I like the way you were trying to help me, but yeah, if I was a real code reviewer, I would say, why not get rid of this whole code block? And as we already have a mutation observer and system preference check in the watch theme changes, so we don't need this code anymore. So we can remove it. And yeah, it's safe to remove. I just added it just for, okay, let's have some extra safety, but yeah, we can get rid of it. It's not a problem. Okay, that's good. Apply and go next. What, did it really applied? Oh no, I'm not using the system. This is risky. Okay, now let's go to this cleanup. The cleanup function returns watch theme is never called. Is never called or stored, meaning the event listener and observer will not clean up. This should be stored and invoke in ng on destroy to prevent memory leak. What? I didn't get this. The cleanup function returned from the watch theme changes is never called or stored. Meaning, oh right, let's see what he mean by that. So if I hover on this guy returns a type as void. But here we are trying to return cleanup function to remove listener when component is destroyed. But we are doing this, right? We are doing this. So it's okay, let's see the suggestion. Okay, there is no code suggestion. He just said the cleanup function returned from watch theme is never called or stored, meaning that listener will observe will not be cleaned up. This should be stored and invoke in ng on destroy for memory leak. The problem is, right, okay, if I hover on this, what it returns, because I am not getting this part, because okay, this is a void method. Okay, it doesn't return anything, so we need to make a type for this and that type has to be returned. Okay, it should be something like that. So we need to have a type, because anyway we are disconnecting this, so I'm okay. My only, this shouldn't be a problem actually. The problem is this removal of this MQ. So this, I can think of something where I can store this MQ and then I can remove the listener in the ng on destroy. So that is one thing what I can do, and what I am thinking of. Yeah, that is a possibility. Yeah, that is one possibility what I can see. Or can we use destroy ref? And because destroy ref is already takes a callback function, if you remember, right? Okay, let me try to fix this one. Let me open up this without comments. Okay, how can I disable? Okay, let's try to say discard and go next. Discard and go next. Discard and go, because I saw whatever changes he meant. Okay, theme SDK, discard and go next. Parameter uses of type any. Okay, discard. And yeah, this is test case, so let's say apply. Okay, that's fine. I know, let's go and try to fix this guy, clean up. So what we are trying to do, we are trying to do in not a correct way. That's what he means. What if I use private stroy destroy ref inject destroy ref, yes, and then we can do the cleanup, so we don't need to say return. Okay, what we can say, that we can say this dot destroy ref, yes, dot on destroy, we can have this callback, yes, and then we can say mq dot remove the listener, right? We can do this, right? Okay, and rest is already handled here in ng on destroy, and as we are already having this destroy ref, so we can basically use the constructor, if I'm not wrong. We can use the constructor now to get rid of this logic, to get rid of this ng on destroy. So let's go in the constructor, and we can say this dot destroy ref dot on destroy, and yes, this is what I mean. So we can call it here, and we can get rid of this ng on destroy hook. Do we call it as hook? Yeah, we call it as lifecycle hook, yes, the lifecycle hook of Angular, and we don't need this destroy ref. This is latest Angular. That's how you work. And then we can get rid of this, and okay, destroyed, we can say, what is this? Okay, we can move it above, that's what you mean, yes, and we can get rid of this. Okay, and what else? Okay, we can make this also as a signal. Okay, this should be a signal of embedded PDF container, and let's go to all the places. All right, we are already doing a check. Let's make it undefined, and let's have it as undefined. Okay, let's go back, and we still need to add a lot of changes there. Yes. PDF. Okay, you cannot just go and initialize, so you need to return. Okay, I know what has to be done there. All right, emit. We need to say dot set, and then wrap this inside a container, dot set this. Okay. Now what this guy is complaining, that embed is not assignable to EmbedPDF, and default is not assignable to. This is what I hate. Why? This is safe to do because we are checking here that hey, this value should be enabled, and then we are trying to emit. But why? It shouldn't break. It shouldn't break in such way. Anything else? Anything else we need to change? PDF config. Okay, of course you cannot change it like this. So we have a config and you cannot do something like this. Left hand is an optional property access. Okay. As this is a signal, now I'm trying to change everything to signal. Okay, so we have a config, but left hand side assignment is optional property. Defined as possible. Dot update. Okay, we can do this. Can we do this? This dot pdf config dot update, and in the update we can have the previous config. Previous config. Why is it breaking now? Okay. Date config, you have value, we say value, and then we return value as well. So we say we want to return. Okay, we get the value, we get config, and we do this. What's wrong in this? With signal, I think I'm facing some problem. Let's see how can we fix it. Okay, embedded video value is not assignable to f-type key. Why you cannot? Because this key is going to be full container, and then container has a config, and that config we can. But what's wrong in this? Okay, let's try to fix it by using AI. No way, man, let me understand again. Okay, so we say this dot pdf container I want to update, so we can say dot update for a signal. I can do use dot update, and then in that update we get container, which is the same pdf container. Okay, and then we say return the container. If I do this should work. Till here we are correct. So now we have the existing container which we want to update. Cool. Now what I need to do, I need to change the container. So we have container dot config. Yes, we have container dot config, which we can change to container dot config and new src. Right. Left hand side is not optional. Accessing is possibly okay. Let's do one thing then. Let's have the if condition case. If container is there, okay, then we do this magic. Still, okay, then we do this, we check the container, we update the new container, we update the new source. Okay, and this should be okay. This is what signal is, man. Come on, sometimes signal makes your life easy, sometimes makes it hard. Okay, but I'm confident enough that this should work, that we are trying to do the update here. Whenever the new source changes, we go and update the src. So you can say a new src. What if, just thinking, I'm just thinking if this can be solved with linked signal. Can we do that? Yes, I think so. We can do that. Whenever the input changes, whenever the signal changes, it will listen to that, and you have a new src. And that new src you have to go, oh, but you need to update this, and you need to do a lot. I think, yeah, this is still better. Yeah, this should be okay. Right, let's go back, let's go to some other thing. So this is going to be my this, update the theme. This .pdf content, why, I don't know why this guy always, Signal needs this. My only problem with Signal. Okay, let's go and check rest of the places. Yes, update this. Anywhere else we are missing? No. Dot set, it's okay, we emit, that's okay. Okay, looks good. We can save the changes and let's go and test. Okay, it still loads. What if I want to do some dynamic change? So for dynamic change, I need a link, I need a URL. Do I have a URL here? No, I don't have a URL here. But do I have a URL here? No, I still don't have. This is a PDF test. Okay, let's do one thing, because as I'm using a dynamic link, so this should do an API call. So let's go in the network. Okay, let's go in the preview. Let's get rid of this. Click on sample. Did it call any API? No, I didn't checked. Okay, dynamic source. If I click ebook, yeah, there was an ebook call. If I click sample, yeah, there was a sample PDF call. Yay. But I need this URL to do some dynamic loading. Now let's go back. I don't know, guys, if you are getting it what I'm doing, because I'm just talking to myself and doing code. Let me know if you need any explanation anywhere. Now I'm completely into me. So here, toggle source. Okay, then wait. So const data equals to this. I'll do that later. Okay, don't worry. Okay, and then we need one more source. So source src equals to signal, and what I need is I need this ebook, and you can get it from here. So the first source is this. Okay, and you set the data. So when I click on toggle source, it should go and set to this, but this is not toggling. So let me have value as signal of false, and then what I will do, toggle source. So if this dot value, else this source dot set. I'm just trying to set it, just a simple code. Okay, if true then show this, if false then show this. Sounds like a plan. And this source you can get rid of this, so you have this signal used. Okay, now we need a button which will do the toggling. So let's have a button. Come on, toggle source and do this. Let's go back, test app. So we have a toggle source. So if I click this, something should happen. But nothing is happening, which means the signal thing just got broke. Okay, I missed that part. Okay, yeah, it works. So if I click this, can you see it is dynamic loading? So toggle source. Yeah, I forgot this value. I'm so sorry, guys, because I should have used dot update. And okay, I'll tell you what I mean by that. So let's show you everything what I know. So you have dot update, okay, then you have current, then hey, if the new value is this, then and you return the value, and you can get rid of this. This is what I was thinking first. So we have dot update. Based on this value, you will just go and switch what you want. Now you click on toggle. Yeah, it works fine. It works fine. Wow, what a productive day today. We have built things from scratch. And okay, now we have a new update to do. So okay, it's fine. Everything is in the one file. Okay, we have a new version, so I might need to build the project again. Seems like yes. Let me build the project again. So npm publish build. Oh no, we need to change the version. Yeah, we need to change the version. Change the version to 0.6 and let's build again. After building, we have to publish. So let's publish the project. npm run publish. So now we have 0.06. Use security. Okay. Come back. And now we will have a new version of EmbedPDF viewer, which you can use in production. Cool, right? Now let me commit the changes. So let's go and commit. There will be a lot of commits. What did I change here? EmbedPDF workspace. Okay, because I added a new project, so that's why that is also getting added. Let's see. Let's use any. Okay, GitHub commit is not working. Feat. What did we added? What is the feature? Core library we change. We say okay. We say the core changes, and we added a test app. So we created new test app. Okay, wait. Improved live with the theme and configs and added a new test app project. Commit the changes, sync the changes, and you can see all the changes coming here. Yes, just now. So now we have added some new items. And now I'm gonna use I'm gonna take AI help. Okay, why I'm gonna take, I'll tell you. So let's go here and let's go to the project. Where is the readme? Okay, based on this readme. So help me scan my repository and create a comprehensive readme for my library, which is program slash EmbedPDF viewer. So just to give you some context, we have created a Angular workspace with 2 projects. You can scan and check the repo. Hope this works. Can we add the whole project context? Yes, we can. Wow. And using Cloud Sonnet 4.6. Let's see if this guy is able to give me some good readme. Okay, let's wait, and you guys can ask me any question if you guys have. I'm looking at the chat. I see Shubham is still here. Shubham, badhiya. Badhiye. I don't know if I'm spelling it correct. So sorry, man. Shubham badhiye. Okay. Okay, so let's see what this guy does. So it has three steps, which is good. It has three to do: scan all the library source files. Okay, scan the test app for usage. Okay, he shouldn't have done this, but take it. Okay, okay. So it does. It did already. So now create a comprehensive README. Let's see. See, this is AI world, and that's how you use AI. No, 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 no. I can ask to improve the code base as well. Like this is okay. Let me tell you guys, this is all my thoughts, my logic, what I was thinking of initially, what I have documented for myself, and now we can ask AI also to take a look and improve, and also to find if there is any bug or anything. This AI can do that. So let's see first of all what is the README it generates. I'm excited to see. In the meantime, guys, ask me anything if you want. Again, I love to chat with people. What? Okay, 362 lines added. It added a feature, installation, quick start, global configuration, input outputs, theme system, disabling categories, reactive resource. Okay, reactive source. Okay, signal based API references, SSR support, and peer dependency version table. I think so now that I need to change this peer dependency. I remember that. It's here. We can change it to greater than equals to 2.0. Yeah, something like that we should do, so that it supports all the version. We are not currently, when you see, right, I'm targeting one specific version. So now I'm saying anything above 2.0 you should take it, because the current version for them is 2.9. So this should work. Let's keep this and let's review what PDF. Oh, sorry, what is this we got? No, not this one. This one. Okay, we can do one thing. Let's commit this. Oh, let's build this package. Let's build this package, and oh, but that's not a great idea. Let me go to this markdown viewer. Okay, let's use this, and we can copy. There are some extension also in VS Code if you want, but I'm just not. Okay, so this is what you have: the table of content. You talk about feature, reactive signals, automatic theme sync, prefer. Okay, full customizable, toolbar control. Yes, that's true. We have a lot of stuff here. SSR save differs all the browser specific code binding. Yes, it's browser. We do the lazy loading on you in the browser, and no standard, no ng module, of course. This is how you can add. You know what? You don't even need this. You don't need to add this. Yeah, but if you need some type safety, some types you can add this, but I don't think so. This is required. I don't think so you need this, because I'll tell you why. If you go and take a look at my test in the package.json, do I have it? I don't think so. No, we don't have embed. No, we don't have embed. So you don't really need this. So we can change it. We can ask AI to change it. So okay, EmbedPDF viewer, that's correct. You pass a source, yes. Add to the viewer template, yes. Okay, disabled categories, yes, that's correct. Individual component input takeaway, yes. Okay, this is the embed container. Emitted once the PDF viewer is initialized and ready, yes. Always prefer light, prefer dark, yes, that's true. Custom colors you can add. But yeah, can you see now? This is what I was talking about. You can really add some custom colors if you want. Persist theme via local storage. You have theme storage key. Disabled toolbar categories, reactive PDF source, API references, pass through all the additional embed PDF option. Yeah, that's correct. Yep, I like it. I like it. Okay, let me also ask AI. Okay, so I need to make this project as open source, and I want to up set up everything which is requires for me to ask people for contribution, and also create the MIT license to make it free to use. And what else? Yep, what else we need? Where is that package? Okay. Readme, this is the one. Yep. The installation step I was not happy with. Yes, you don't need this. I'll tell you guys, we need to export a lot of types so that it is type safe, which we can do later. Listen to make it free to use, license to make it free to use, and also you can see that I'm making a lot of typing mistake, but AI is smart, so don't worry. Make it free to use. Okay, so I need to make it open source. I want to make everything so it for me to ask for your contribution. Also create the license, make it free to use. It should be enough. Add all the necessary files which could be required. Let's see. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. License, contributing, code of conduct. GitHub CI, create security.md, GitHub issue NPR template. Okay, let's see what it really does. Yeah, so it has created the license. Yes. Package.json is what we have changed, and this is what it has added. Now it is creating the contributing.md file. That's why I love AI. Like, come on, if I had to do it by myself, it would have taken a lot of time. I have to go through all the other open source projects, go and see how they create license, copy them, paste it here, create a file, and do whatnot. Okay, now I got another file which is contributing. So okay, good. Okay, looks good. Good. Okay. Sorry, no response was returned. Try again. I don't know, something went wrong there. But I'm so happy with this doc style refactor core. Add support to customer docs relative code depends on this bump. Okay. Yeah, good examples. Because we need to add all this so maybe if someone is, I can create some issue. If someone is interested, then they can work on the issue. Okay, submitting a pull request. Okay, that's good. This is good. I don't know what's going wrong. Is my internet is good? Correct. It is adding code of conduct, changelog.md. Maybe let me change this to some different. Do I have a chat GPT? Okay, which one is the new one? Which one is the better one, guys? Anybody knows here? Okay, let's go with this GPT codex and let's ask try again. I don't know, maybe the model. Optimizing the tool selection. Okay, restore the checkpoint. It still need to create all this, so I'm waiting. I'm going to scan the balance states and then finish the remaining open source setup. Okay, so this works in a different way. I confirm the instruction files and they don't affect this Angular versus setup task. Next I need to current. Okay, right, good. Add all the missing open source. This is GPT 5.3, man. Let's see. Created issue template. Created workflow. Yes. Okay, let it do, and we in the meantime we go and review and see. This is the problem, right? When AI generates this much code, it becomes very difficult for you to review it. Like it can take more time just to go and review each line. Oh, this was fast. Okay, we member okay, our standards. Hmm. Request has failed. Okay, don't give a damn. Just creating all the YAMLs, bug report. Config YAML, security vulnerabilities, mail to open source. This is incorrect. I need to change it to let's program 30@gmail.com. Report this. GitHub by Shashi. PDF discussion. Ask question and discuss ideas with community. Okay. Feature or request. So type markdown. Thanks for idea. Please describe the problem. Okay. That's how it should be. You have all the sort of options given by. We have CI YAML. If anything changes to the master, it will run the CI. Use pnpm install frozen log, build the library. Okay, and then watch the test case. Good. This is okay. What else did he added? Change log. Change log. All network changes. Okay, we can show when this got changed, and okay, that's good. Standalone, powered by EmbedPDF, global pre. Okay, this is good. Okay, allow in this session. So it has added some more changes and more keywords. Okay. MID, Angular, standalone PDF viewer powered by EmbedPDF. Okay, good. Who is still here with me? I see there are some people. I know you guys will get bored. This is a very long live stream. The thing is, right, I'm just enjoying my time. That's all. If you're interested, you can stay. If not, you can do your work, whatever you want. Created code owners. So it will show who is the code owner. Default code owner is just me. This is good. This is good. It has added everything. I spotted 2 cleanups in the item generated content in the security email and leftover Angular boilerplate in the end of the library. Readme. I'll fix both. What? Wait. What? Let's see. What is it trying to change? This is different. Code of conduct. Yes. Okay. Thanks. So this guy also scanned what I changed. That is good. Wow. Imagine, guys, 17 file changes, that too in less than 5 minutes. Nice. The thing is, we need to review everything and then only I can commit, because there is a lot of changes AI has added. So I need to go one by one, need to verify them and then approve them, basically. Okay, so keep change log. Okay, review, I mean I need to make sure that nothing is going wrong. Nothing is going wrong in terms of how do I say, in terms of the links, in terms of the URL, in terms of the email and all of that. So I'll just review them once. This is the standard what everybody use. Scope, enforcement, correction, community impact, user. Okay, and I think so for this kind of a content I can trust them. Not for the code, but yet I think for this is okay. Okay, this is code of conduct. That's fine. You need the Angular CLI. Yes. This is for latest version. Git clone your username and then this. Yeah, it's true. All right. Okay, so project viewer, PDF viewer. Okay, that's correct. We need to also add a lot of services in future. So this library is still not done. We need to do a lot in this. But I will be glad if I get some help from others. So git checkout, media changes. Pretty RC the root PNPM execute. Okay. Coding guidelines PDF viewer config. Keep the tag the type belongs here. Okay. Fix. This is good. And anyway, guys, if you guys think with this can be also improved, then do let me know. I can change it. License, yes, that's my email and that's my username. Package.json, yes, MIT, and you pass in the repository, which is yes, correct. And homepage is /readme. Yeah, this is also correct. Readme. I hope this was correct. This is big. Okay, then open localhost, useful commands, npm run. Yeah, this is good. Right, this is GitHub CI, pnpm test watch. Okay, looks good. Security.md provide as program. Okay, this is my email, correct. Steps to reproduce, correct. Code owners, you can add your name. Once you start to contribute, you can see your name here. Dependent pot. Okay, that's how the template should look like. Bug fix feature and whatever you need. This is nice. This is a really good start, to be honest. Really good start. Okay, I think so. This all looks good to me. Let's go and commit. I cannot fit. What did we add? It's mostly docs and CI, so it's docs comma CI. Or else this has to change like this. This is doc. If you remember, we changed something in the doc. Added all the files related to contribution country. Okay, commit, sync change, and let it go. Okay, let's go to your this, and now we need to publish because we made a changes, so we need to publish them. So for publishing, we need to change this to 7. Go to terminal, go to your workspace, build the library, and publish the library. So we can also add a single command. We can just say that I think so that will work. Let's go to this so that I don't need to run it for 2 times. So in the PDF viewer, we have package.json, we have the script. So what we can say ng build, okay, and then go to this folder and then do npm publish. So let's see if this works. Now we say npm, that's build. No, we don't need that. We need publish. So it will go and build the project. Yes, now it will go and yes, it is doing the job. So just by one line you can do that. No need to do it 2 times. Just click on publish, it will build and do the magic. Okay, so this should be now 0.07. yes, and let's also commit this change. Okay, I got a message also. Yep. Update the publish in the root. Okay, I'm good. And now if you come here you see a new version which is 0.7, and you can see good details. I would say very good details about what is this project about, and that's nice. That's nice, right? Now whoever comes to this library, they can say yes, this is a good one, because now this is well documented, every step is there, and they know how to install. They see the versions here as well. We just now released 0.07. okay, now that's all I had for today, I would say. Yeah, let me make sure everything is committed, everything is done. Cool. So just in case if anybody still have any question later on after the video, you can still connect with me on LinkedIn, DM me on LinkedIn. I'll try to answer them. And yeah, that's all for today. Thank you so much for whoever came and joined this live stream. Bye bye, take care.